Oh, yes, rock and roll. How is everyone doing? Yes, let's go. This is an odd time to be streaming. This is way out of character. Yes, no, I'm fully aware of that. I just thought I'm going to, when I was thinking I've got something small that I'm looking to do, this whole thing, hopefully I can get I can probably do in maybe a couple of hours. This is where kind of like, so I mean, just to clarify, we're at about sort of 10 o'clock in the evening. Now, hopefully, I reckon I can get this done, this whole thing done in maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours. What we're looking to do today is, so what we did last episode is, let's have a look. Yeah, we've done this kind of like quite cool animation here, and what we're kind of looking to do this episode is actually incorporate this into the game and then make it so that you can click these things and they actually do something. But I will, before we actually, it's actually easier for me to implement this into the actual map and then try and get it to do something from there. But also we need to work out a way which shouldn't be too difficult, because I've made it easy on myself, so that when we actually defeat an enemy we can transfer the information. So let's see if I can show you. We've got resources and monsters. Now, if I just pick one at random, let's just go this guy here. We've got a gold amount min and max, and we've got a rumble token reward, and we've got all of this stuff here. So this is essentially how we're going to make it so that the information is more like easy to transfer. But we still have a few things, so we're going to worry about transferring that information just a little bit later. But we've kind of, when it's almost as though we've done quite a lot of the work getting to there. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go into our map scene and find a way. Oh, in fact, look, we haven't even actually made this a game object yet, so that was kind of lucky that we didn't swap to the map scene quite yet. So if I go prefabs, monster reward stuff, this is the main monster reward go. We got this in here. We know this is the object that we're looking to get, so it's in monster reward stuff, and we're going to work out a way of actually getting this all on board. So now we're going to go back into our test map scene. I normally press save just to be on the safe side. And what I think we decided last time was we were going to make it so that when the scene starts, hopefully, it gets to about this point, right? So the screen is going to be nice and zoomed out. We're going to have the monster reward there where you click through all the stuff, and then once you've done that, it's then going to pan in on this. So what we need to do is now. We've got a monster for rewards for monster SO. Now this is essentially, let's go into this script, let's go edit this script. Probably should have had this loaded up. But yeah, so this is where we're going to hold essentially the monster reward. We're going to kind of keep it held in this script so that when we start the test map, it's going to check to see if we've got one. So where have we got this? Let me... so rewards for monster SO. Let's just... it should be near the top, surely. Right, this one here. So what we can actually have instead, I'm looking to put two things, right? So it's going to be a public bool, monster reward available. So that's just going to be a boolean. So the idea is once we've actually got the monster reward, this thing is going to become false, and then we're going to have we'll keep it public monster reward class. I can keep it like that. That should be okay. And we'll just put a little underscore there. So now what's going to happen is upon summoning the whole map, we're going to have a check to see if this one is true. right, which we're going to manually construct to be true, which we're going to worry about that a bit later. But we want to make sure this is true, and then create this monster reward, which we're going to use my rather ingenious, it's not ingenious, but my sinister method to get this, like with the UI, to put it in front of the camera. And I think we're going to start with that, and then we're going to see where we go from there. So, and what we probably want as well is, if I go, we can keep this one private. In fact, let's go, I don't actually know the best place to put it. We'll put it here. This is where I lose all my organisational skills. Private game object. And this is going to be monster reward game object. Okay, and now we want to just, this is grey because we haven't actually assigned it to anything. So, awake. I thought I'd lost the whole awake thing. Oh, that's interesting. Do I really not use this for anything? Okay, in that case, we don't really need this then. I'll leave it there for the time being. In fact, we don't need it here. I'm going to copy this, because where we actually want it is on our test map. But let's go clear everything here, close all but this, just to make a bit more space. Right, so that's good. So now, if we go into test, yeah, so we've got the map test script, and we're going to edit that. And there's lots of different important game objects, of which this is one of them. So monster reward go. So upon awake, we're going to have monster reward go equals resources. We just got to find out where it is. Dot load game object. And then we actually had that path open, didn't we? And then I closed it. Right, oh, come on, where did I put it? This one, this bad boy. All right, so let's go copy path. Control V. Got all this. Okay. So, right, why have we done this quite complicated method of getting to here? Right. So upon start, we're creating the Destiny map, right? This is the coroutine that we're going through. So I'm kind of following the thing. This is if we're already mid-campaign and we're returning to the map, this is to create a new one. All right. And then let me have a look. This is setting the stuff. I'm just having a look at the right time to do it. I would say about here is the right time. So here we're going to check for monster rewards. ... Okay, so we have already found. So what we're going to do first is if. You know, I put these little legs on the keyboard thinking that's going to make it easier, but it's just making it more awkward. So if game info script dot instance dot reward monster rewards available, then we're going to have yeah, sorry, that's actually everything's fine. So if that's available, and then I'm going to be a little bit cheeky as well. If game info script dot instance dot game info script dot instance dot underscore monster reward class is not equal to null. This is just all the checks that we need to make sure that we're ready to create the thing. So provided all of these conditions are true, we're then going to work. Sorry, oh man, yes, like it is sorry, you know when you just think of something that's just suddenly made you laugh, and yeah. Anyway, that's just on my mind at the moment. I've got to remember where were we? Okay, right, yes. Okay, so we now are going to create our thing. So what have we called it? We called it Monster Reward Masterclass Script, which I don't know. You know, these are all the different things that we can call it. I kind of want to call it something small because we might need to use it a lot. No, that's a rubbish name. We'll just call it MRMS equals. Right. So now we're going to have to instantiate the our bad boy, our game object, which we called something. We called Monster Award Go. Instantiate Monster Reward Go, comma Cam Trans. I've got to remember now. I've just got to have a little remember because we kind of want to attach it to the camera UI. So if the camera was ever to change, it would stay functional with it. And I can't remember how I've done it. So let me just quickly dot get component. In fact, yeah, we might not even need to have this because I think I've got a separate function which can just attach it. So so we're intentioning that dot get component monster reward masterclass script. Okay, mrms dot summon monster reward, and we're actually going to use this bad boy. We're going to chuck this in. This is the argument that we're going to do. So we're going to summon that, and that's the argument. Now we just got to work out. So yeah, hold on. Let me press the wrong button. Control S is what I meant to do. Right, so we'll probably get some error messages here, but that's okay. I can't remember. So not Unity UI master script. And if we go into this bad boy, we just got to work it out. Yes, it's just attach UI from center. So I think that's all we need to do. So we just got to remember that attach UI from center. Okay. So this will just make sure that it clicks in place. So mrms dot base trans not UI master script dot instance dot oh wow, oh my gosh, whoa. Oh, rock and roll, yes. Oh, fantastic. Oh, Code Rad, how is it all going? Thank you very much for the raid. Yes, yeah, this is kind of like I'm streaming at a bit of an odd hour today. We did quite a bit of fun. Yeah, I think it was yesterday, making this quite cool little animation, which I'll show off in a bit. And now we're looking to kind of integrate it into the game. No, it is a proper odd one. Oh wow, yes. Oh, quality. Oh, how is everyone going? Wow, this is so many first time callers. Right, I've got to. Right, so first of all, Code Rad, you rock. Oh yes, thank you very much. Yes, I tell you, this is too exciting. Oh, I'm getting all these follows. This is amazing. I feel like a celebrity. This is brilliant. Baseman 010, thank you very much. Blue Pin Studio. Yes, let's rock. And Aloha Mora. Yes, awesome. Oh, quality. Yes. And also, is it Hi, Smiling Monster, thank you very much for getting just a bunch of first-time chatters. It's like a whoa. Anyway, yes, this is fantastic. Right, so we're going to. I'll give you a quick insight as to what I'm going for at the moment. So I'll show you what I was working on last episode. I think I can leave that without too much of an error message. But I'll show you where roughly we're going with this. So if we go into our test scene, what we've got is after you've defeated a monster, it then goes to a screen like this. The background's going to look better, but where you kind of have the swords and then you have all the rewards. So we're actually going to put all of that, integrate it into our main map. And the map that we're actually looking at the moment is a sort of randomly generated one. Oh yes. Oh wow. What Warren? Warren Ais. Oh yes. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. This is absolutely brilliant. Oh wow. And are these bits as well? Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, like, obviously this is properly pushing it, but it's just I've got a sort of functional version of the game which is available now. I'll see if I can put the thing in. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Thank you very much. Oh, the first person to cheer. Yes. Never had that before. Yes. Rock and roll. Oh wow. Yeah. Oh, this is. I tell you what, I am definitely not worthy of any of this. This is absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. Thanks to everyone. Yeah, yeah. Bass. Is it Bassman or Bassman? Either way. Thank you very much. Yeah. Hold on. If I go that Rumpel Town. Oh yeah, so it says that it's available for PC and Mac. At the moment, it's only available for the PC. I made a Mac version, then it didn't really work. But what we're... anyway, yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. I am totally not worthy of any of this. Oh yes! Wow! Oh man, I tell you what, this is... Thank you very much. Oh yes. Oh wow. I really do appreciate that. That genuinely does help me out a lot. Like, because... I've been I sort of became affiliate just a little while ago, and I've never seen any of these cheer bits come on. And to be honest, I didn't actually know I'd programmed it for it to come up, so that's even better. Yeah, I can only say thank you for that. That's amazing. Wow. So anyway, we are what we're looking to do now is we're going to get that thing that I showed you and put it in the actual game. So the idea is you defeat a monster, it goes back to the world map, and then you get the rewards. And oh man, I'm far too excited. This is brilliant. Yes, thank you very much indeed. And yeah, as I say, oh yeah, the Steam page as well. Yes, which I should do. I know I should. I like unequivocally, I definitely should have that as a. Let's have a look. Sorry. This is actually quite embarrassing. I definitely should have. Yeah. Let me see if I can get the correct thing. Yeah, because it'd be great if you could wishlist it. I just I need to actually find it in the thing. I know I probably should have that link handy. Just hold the line one sec. I'll be able to get that for you. Rumpel Town. There we go. Right. And so I think it is just this, isn't it? Yeah. Ah, that's the trailer. So yeah, I'm going to put the link in there. So yeah, if you've got that link, that's right. Code Red. I tell you what, I appreciate that so much. Yeah, but yeah, if you did want to wishlist it, that would be doing me a really big favour. I think it's that would definitely like way properly help me out a lot. But as I say, just the raid has been awesome. Right, so what we were looking for is we're looking to create that whole monster thing. Just before the map arrives. So we've got as far as all of this bit of code here is essentially creating the map, and then this bit here is where we are checking to see if there's a monster reward. Oh yes, thank you very much. I genuinely thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who's raided. This is amazing. Oh, thank you. That really does make such a big difference. But like one thing which I do need to emphasise as well, like Code Rad has got one of the most awesome looking games ever. It's like I was thinking, it is literally, I really like Dark Souls, and actually another little game as well, which you've probably considered as well. It's a little bit like Salt. Is it Salt and Sanctuary as well? I really like Salt and Sanctuary, which is kind of like a 2D Dark Souls, and I really like Slay the Spire. So it's literally just a combination of loads of awesome games to make a unique game. Yes. Oh, Bassman. Yes. Thank you so much. This is amazing. I'm hoping like I'm not very good at time frames, so I know all the things that I need to do left in this game, and I want to kind of like slowly but surely just chunk through all of them. Yes, Bluepin Studio. Yes. Oh man. Oh, so yeah, you're aware of. Oh yeah, no, don't worry. I think 10 years, I can do it there. I mean, like, because what I'm hoping, because I put a very rough estimate of 6 months, but it could be sooner because the fact that there is actually a somewhat playable game at the moment, like it's kind of like I have actually, it's like I've got the actual base routes, but there's so many things that I want to put into it. So it's like, in fact, actually, Code Red, if you're still about, like the way which I'm going to have the map. So if you actually look here, this is how we're going to kind of like move it around. So I think I pressed it. I got a button somewhere. Is it Y? Actually, no, I might be doing something else. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so you're going to kind of move to the next bit, and you will have different options, like either add a card or like go to a shop and stuff. I still need to do quite a bit. Yeah. So that's so yeah, like, and then anyway, I thought I'd just quickly show you. That's roughly what I'm going for, but it's still, at the moment there's just lots of scaffolding in place. It's still not quite there. But yeah. No, hello, Maura. The answer is yes, I did make it. I just have this slight worry, like, kind of, because you're going to think it looks terrible. It's like, I think I'm a big fan of Asaprite, so I just yeah. I mean, it's just at this precise moment, it's kind of like not. It's not really as good. Like, I don't know, I love it, and I'm probably like enjoyed and excited and absorbed in this project. But it's just I'm always looking up to Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire is just such a well polished, like, perfect game, and so like so it's like kind of if I can make a game that is like I think the overall goal is I want it to be, if you love Slay the Spire, you'll like Rumbletown. It's like kind of that's what I'm going for. What we need to do, we need to check to see if there's a monster reward available. Then this is going to be the class which is going to have all the loot within the monster reward, and then we are then going to create the monster and then get hold of the script. So this is the script that I was working on last time. Yeah. You might enjoy it, actually. It still is a little buggy, and there are a couple of exploits. Like, if you're in a battle and then you go exit to main menu or exit the game, when you go back in, it will skip you past the battle, which is not really what I was going for. But like, that's why I'm kind of making a whole new system so that won't be a problem. Yeah. Oh, actually, it is going to be pretty cool. I'm actually, like, because what I want to do, I want to kind of fix this map up, and then we're going to start doing it. I'll see if I can actually find. It'll be around here somewhere. I mean, it's not actually like super exciting, but let's see if I can find it. It's this one here. Card sprites, card art. So So this one's going to be Code Rad, and I actually do want to have a little animation. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I tell you what, Code Red has been helping me so much throughout. He was even showing off my game a little while ago, and it was just like absolutely fantastic. I was thinking like, yeah, I've got to make a card after Code Red. But yeah, so this is going to be something which is it's going to be one of those cards which you ideally use it to kind of win the battle. But if it's not quite good enough, then you've basically burned all your resources. So it's like a very quick rush to the end, and you can base your deck generally around it. But you've got to know that when you activate Code Rad, you have to know that you're going to win, because it's similar to the other one, which is a Bomb Bean Nation, where all the beans kind of melt together. Although this does need a bit of work because it's a bit rubbish. But yeah, I'm going to be doing some balancing soon. So anyway, right, back to it. So we're instantiating it. We need to go not Unity master script. In fact, let me just get rid of this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, hold on. So actually, first of all, I'll do the. I'll do a few. So. Okay. So they're the actual emotes, but so there's another viewer that I know in real life called Glisten, who he came up with an idea for a card, and he said, "Oh, why don't we just call it the Glycerca?" So I'll tell you what. Let me just put this little bit of card instance, just while I've got this sort of chain of thought. Attach item from center. We want to have mrms base trans vector2.0, and then we're going to have some sort of while busy. Sorry, now that I've got that written down, yeah, I'll see if I can quickly show off the. So if we actually go into the main game at this precise moment, I'll kind of set the deck up. Yeah, so like sometimes I just got to kind of make cards kind of work. So let's go add a few more. We're going to have Glycerca. We'll have a few level 3s. So annoyed when that happens. Master, we'll add a couple of these, and then I'll add Wallop. So you can kind of get to see how good Glycerca can be in action. This is a so I can't remember who we're going to be fighting right now. Renegade. Right, so hopefully this will work. Oh, Grumbler Pugs as well. Oh my gosh, thank you. So cool to see you. Yes, so we're getting a proper everyone in today. Yes, yeah, it's going really, really well. Oh, hold on, we need to reset the thing, haven't we? Let's go quick reset. Actually, let's have a quick check of this. Oh no, I'm not sure if I can show you actually. That's kind of gutting. I've got to work out a way that I can add these cards without changing the deck. Let's have a look. I suppose don't load. That might work. Let's give this a shot. But yeah, Grumbler Pugs, how's it all rocking? Oh yes, right, we've got the thing. So we've got Wallop, which gives us a bunch of attackers. And we've got Patient Eleanor, which is a really good card. But then, yeah, this is the Glycerca, so it doubles the number of attackers. But I can do one more Wallop here. So at the moment, we've got like 92. But if you do a Glycerca, sort of... Oh, I've got that in the way. Sort of dances about, and then he just doubles all the attackers. Now, it's one of those kind of like really good sort of combos that you can get. Which was actually discovered by Lakia. And it does. The only problem is, as much as you're thinking, well, this card seems way too good because I can just double and I can just get like a monstrous amount. It is quite hard to actually get that sort of combination whilst playing. You got to get quite lucky. So yeah, it's like, because like, believe it or not, I've never actually tried this off. I mean, this might crash my game. I have no idea what's going to happen. Apologies. Right, so at the moment, I'm not... Everything's smooth, everything's good. I don't know what's going to happen, because there's quite a lot that's going to... so he's going to do his attack, and then 693. Okay, it doesn't actually... Yeah, okay, it doesn't animate them all. But yeah. Anyway, it's always nice to show off. So that's my sort of general victory thing. I'm also looking to do something with these later on. Now, this is an absolutely properly unrelated thing, but has anyone ever heard of a TV show called Gilmore Girls? Right, because what I wanted to do, I know it seems a bit weird. It's like and that doesn't seem like the sort of TV show. No, trust me, it's brilliant. Once you've finally gotten into it, it's fantastic. But I've done a little reference to it, which is hopefully like it won't be too. It won't get me in too much trouble, because you would have to be very much into Gilmore Girls to understand this reference. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, which is it's probably for the best. It's like, you know, this is one of those references which I reckon about 0.04% of the population will ever get, because you will have had to have watched Gilmore Girls the whole way through and have all the names in your head of all the characters. But I thought, yes, we always need to make a reference which no one will ever get. Right, anyway. Right, don't save, don't need to worry. Yeah, but I'm glad I got to show off the Glycerca. Right, so what we're doing, we're creating it, we're instantiating it, we're then activating it. Now let's go to this definition here. So at the moment, we're currently summoning it from start. We don't need to do that anymore. But what we also need to do is busy. So actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with this for a little bit, but we're gonna have a public bool, which is gonna be something like rewards open. So at the moment we're still kind of like in the beginning stages of this, but if I have, as soon as we start, as soon as we summon, like we're doing this thing here, we're going to have busy equals true and rewards open equals true. So the reason I've done all of this is so, let me have a look. When we go to this bit here, we're going to have while open brackets mrms dot rewards open, and then we're just going to have yield return null. Okay, so we're, like I say, we're at the kind of early stages here, but what we're going to do, we're going to actually start the map and we're going to set it up so that these conditions are met and we have a monster reward class to actually sort of work with it. Right, so let's see. So first of all, monster rewards available is there, and this monster reward class, so the monster name, we'll give it Blobo. Monster rewards, there's going to be 3 of these and 3 of these, and then we want add card. I think I want add card last, so maybe add Rumple tokens and gain money. And these are just going to be the numbers which sort of refer to that. So I want to make sure the numbers will work. So let's say 20 gold, 5 Rumple tokens, and 1 card. And I think that's all we need to do for the time being. So what I'm hoping to happen, and it might not happen, but I'm hoping that when we press play, I need to press save here. We're going to press play, and it will show the monster rewards. Oh yeah, no, it's absolutely been an absolute pleasure. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. It's been brilliant. Right, so we're close. This is almost what we're after. We need to obviously make it in front of that, and we need to do it before the camera zooms. So I've just done it at the wrong place, which shouldn't be too hard. Focus camera on central island from zoomed out. So I think we need that first, and that there. That instantiates that. Okay. So I might need to just work out the exact point in which, because I might have actually got this slightly wrong. We know this code is what we're after. Yes, I know. I think I just had this kind of excitement. By the way, Weirdbeard Dev, how's it all rocking? Yeah, yeah, it's been pretty cool actually. I got a cool little raid from Code Rad, and I got to show off bits of my game. Yeah, this is going to be a small stream where I'm just looking to get my monster rewards to actually activate. So it turns out I've still got a little bit more work left to do. So I'm going to actually just see exactly, if I go over here, switch this one off, because I want to know the exact point in which it sort of zooms out. So it's about there. So so yeah, okay, so there's a point where it waits 1 second, so I've just got to work out where that is. So, and then we should be okay. In fact, let's go and make that back to being true and then seeing if we've got a similar problem. Oh, yes, that's a good point, actually. I mean, my method is probably a bit of a sort of caveman old method, but I've just assigned each tile with a number. So in this case, there is literally either no tile at all, one tile, which is green, and then the sort of darker green is there to symbolise that it's meant to be a bridge. And I want to change it to look like a bridge a bit later. But you would be... like, yeah, I was going to show you the really complicated style of, but I think everyone's kind of bored of that now. So for whatever reason, the camera isn't zooming when we've got this true. So I must work out exactly what's going on here. Let's go to definition. So. Oh. So I think this function is essentially zooms everything out. It clicks the size over there. Right, okay, so I might need to just edit this a little bit because it looks like... In fact, I don't necessarily need to... So this is the cam busy. So this is the point which we're looking at. So the thing which I'm a bit confused at is I want to work out why the it feels like when I press play now it doesn't zoom out at all. It just goes straight in there, and I have no idea why. We can actually have a little look at our main camera. We just want to see. Am I looking at the wrong thing? Cam busy. So it's actually just this boolean here that we're keeping an eye on. So that'll be on the map test script. And we just got to try and work out exactly why, for whatever reason, that's not acting the way that we want it. So this boolean here, we want to see if that one's true throughout. So let's go to play and just focus. That just means that we're not having it full screen. But yeah, so do you want to know the really complicated way? I mean, I was showing it off before, but I came up with a sort of... I'm quite proud of this. If we go into sprites, is it map stuff? And then we've got land. Now, I've got precisely, exactly 256 of these land tiles. And what we're doing is we're essentially... checking left, up, right and down if there's another tile either side of it. But then the reason that would essentially mean you'd only need 16, but I'm then trying to compensate for if you need that quarter, that bit of land. So a lot of these are actually duplicate tiles, but this is the general method that I've used. So it's like a sort of, it's kind of using binary so that it can work out exactly with relation with if it's got a map tile next to it. Yeah, it's one of those things which I could probably bore you for ages, but that's kind of my method of like how I actually physically map the tiles on. Apparently Aseprite has a much easier method. But yeah, so anyway, right, we're keeping an eye on this cam busy. I just want to see if this one is ever true at any point. So that's what we're looking at. Oh no, my screen is blocking it. And there we go. Oh, it's very interesting. It just doesn't get true at any point. Okay, so I wonder why that is the case. I genuinely do worry. Wonder. Okay. So we've got to somehow work out why this one being busy instantly... In fact, we can just do a little debug because that's kind of like where our problem is. So I'm just going to have a debug.log and we're just going to have cam busy with an exclamation mark. And that way we can know, because in theory the cam should be busy because all of this this goes through quite a few things. It takes time. It's still zooming. and at the bottom it's going false. So I just want to see if it is actually busy at any point. So, oh yeah, no. Oh, that's a bit odd. So let's just have a quick look. Oh. Oh, was I going crazy before? Oh! No, actually, was I going crazy before? Oh, maybe I didn't have it on full screen. So let me just try again, because let's go on maximise, because it didn't feel like it did any of the zooming in and out. So, okay. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, and then we'll work on that in a bit. This will look better, don't worry. we just kind of like, we're at the right place now. So it looks like it is still doing all the things, but what we kind of want to do is have the camera, we wanted to have it, we actually kind of want to have this bit of code, yeah, so this bit of code, it made sense at the time to like actually have this within this whole function. That on reflection now, we could almost get rid of most of this code. Although I think this number might be relevant. Maybe not. Like, I think I'm just going to be as cheeky as just going like this. Control X. Sounds like, this sounds a bit weird, but I'm pressing Control X, and then let's just get this. Because what we want to do is check for monster rewards. But before we do any of that, this is like all of the complicated stuff, making sure the camera is zoomed out, right? And then we want to fit in the monster rewards, and then we're going to zoom in. So let's see if this looks better. We still need to sort out the ordering layer and stuff, but that shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is awesome though. Yeah, thanks for sticking around though, guys. This is awesome. I was not expecting this many people. Right, yes, okay, we're close. Even though that looks rubbish. The problem that we've got, let's go fix all the problems in one go. And it should be absolutely should be very easy. So first of all, we're gonna go prefabs, monster reward go. We're gonna go into each one of these individually, SR. So we're gonna have it as front, and this one doesn't matter. This one is going to be front, and if front isn't, yeah, this is essentially making sure that it's in front of the screen, and here this is going to be front. So I just want to have a quick look as to what that looks like, and then we'll worry about making sure the local thing works. Okay, so that's absolutely no problem. Right, this is, believe it or not, this is a lot more fixable than you would think. This, yeah, we just need to just alter a few little things. So let's edit script, because I was first of all just creating it not attached to the camera. So this bit we're actually attaching it to the camera. So rewards open. This is where we're performing the anim, and at the moment I have told it to literally go to the So what we actually can do is get rid of all of Control X. Is where we can get rid of that. So we're essentially instantiating the sword script, and then we're going to have sword script dot. I was kind of hoping that I've got access to the transform. If not, then don't worry. We don't need it though. We just need to have sword script dot get component transform dot local position equals vector3.0. So that should fix the first bit, and then we're going to work on fixing the next bit. But I feel like do one bit at a time, because this is just the transition of it actually of attaching it. Because I was speaking with Code Rad. Yeah, okay. Right, we're getting there. So there's multiple things that could be wrong here. So I think the actual sword anim itself these swords, the sorting layer, this one we want to have as front as well. So let's see how that looks. Bam. Okay, and then it moves to the wrong. Yeah, it moves to the wrong place, but that's fine. So what we're doing next is we want to make sure that when we are moving it to the point overshoot. Oh yes, that is the slight problem. I'm gonna experiment. No, that probably won't work. So I might not be able to overshoot this. We'll keep that because that's still pretty good. The problem is I've got this overshoot thing, which is the ability to move something and then kind of like slightly overshoot the mark. But it won't work. So we're going to use a different function. We're going to have move to point. Oh no. Move to point local bouncy Y. Okay. So so this will be moving to there, and so the bounce height, I think we can actually. So the time to take is ½ a second. You know what? We can actually keep most of this. Maybe that should be that. And then we're going to see what that looks like, and we're going to just, yeah, like I say, it's only a little bit of editing to actually do this, but I'd rather do it bit by bit. So, and then everything gets destroyed. I wonder why. Let's go back. Let's see if we've actually. Oh, wait a sec. Okay, so what's happened is we've moved it to the point where it's literally at the same Z value as the camera. So again, very easy to fix. We just literally need to put a 10.0f. So that means it's kind of like further in front of the camera. Again, it's like dealing with local vectors. It's not too hard, but okay, right, nice. Okay, I've obviously not dealt with the. Let's have a look. So we've got our the individual rewards, which we will edit this script, but I also need to. So sorting order equals that, and what we're also going to have is reward mr dot sorting layer name equals front, and we just need to do that with the actual tile with all the other stuff as well on there. So one thing that would be quite nice, I don't know if it's actually possible, but is from this stage here to go into the actual thing that we want, but I can just go from here. So it's not actually difficult. It's more just thinking, that would be a nice kind of like quality of life improvement. So we go front, and when it comes to text, right, and again, still always frustrates me slightly, you can't ever actually alter the layer in which it is, so you have to do that in code, which is why I've done this bit here to make sure that it all works. So now we are getting closer. We're getting closer to our success. So this is when you defeat a monster. You're like, oh yes, I know what I've forgotten. I haven't done the. I've missed one last little thing. Monster reward. Monster slain. Yeah, I just missed it. That one needs to be there as well. So I think this should all be good now. Right. Okay. So monster reward. Then all this comes up, and then for whatever reason, I must have missed the background. Monster individual reward. Background. And of course I missed it. I really thought I'd clicked it. Never mind. Right, and then we're pretty much ready. We now need to make them actually do things. So that's it. That's kind of what I want to see. And we'll probably add a button, and then once you've clicked these, at the moment these aren't doing anything, but that's going to be kind of what we're working on. We've actually done quite a lot of the work already, But we've just got to work out, how do I want to make them disappear? Because what I like the idea that you click it. Oh yeah, of course you can still hover the things underneath. I'll worry about that later. The text is so small. Right, I want to make it so that you click it, and there's so many different ways I can get rid of it. I quite like it just kind of getting a little bit bigger and then fading out. So that's what we're going to work on. So before we actually have these do anything, we're simply going to make it so that when you click it, it fades out, and then the whole thing shrinks down as well. Oh yeah, fair enough. Thanks so much for sticking around, Weirdbeard. Dev, that was, yeah, awesome. Yeah, really, really good. Right. So what we'll need to do first is to, I think, if I was to go add component, 2D box collider, I think that the thing that's a bit difficult. Oh, right, no, that's kind of acceptable. Okay, so we just need to make the size, the Y size. That's not Y. I meant X. Maybe 5. Boom, done. Okay, and we're going to do the classic. Just make sure that when you hit it, it reacts, and then we're going to sort out the next bit. So let's have a look. So these are the individual ones. We're setting up the reward, and I have a feeling. Let me see. What's the most efficient way of doing this? So I'm going to have a public void dissolve reward. So this is going to be when it actually disappears, and it's going to disappear and do something, but we're just going to work on the disappearing part first. And what we also want is I pointer down handler. Void public void on pointer down PED and I'm just going to have a little debug.log saying actually, why don't we actually have it say text, yeah, why don't we have it saying reward tm.text. So that way, when we click it, we'll know that we've clicked on the right one. So I want to just check this works. I might need to do a few more things, but let's have a look. So all of this, yeah. So now, yes, look, it's saying gain 20 gold, gain 5 run. Yeah, okay, so we now know it has activated. Right, so now we've got to make it dissolve. So yeah, and I think we can actually just keep the same boolean as well. So let's make my favourite thing, private IEnumerator. Everything's reliant on IEnumerators. Reward routine. Start coroutine, open brackets. Dissolve reward routine. Okay, busy equals true, busy equals false, and we'll just yield return null. So we know this is working, and then on pointer down, if not busy, dissolve routine. Okay. Okay, so let's go just make it dissolve, and then we'll work out a way of this telling our main reward master, the main thing, to compensate for this one disappearing. Okay. So int chum equals mover dot instance dot fade SR to color, and we just got to make sure we got access. Bless me. So the background SR, the icon trans, and the text mesh. It's just these three things that we need to fade away. So fade to color. Background SR. Color is going to be color dot clear. And time to take, let's go right at the beginning. We just have a decided time of, say, float dissolve time equals 0.5f. So I think half a second. Actually, no, let's go make it, I want to make it nice and quick. I want it to be smooth. I don't want people to be waiting too long. So that will just be dissolve time. Okay, and then while mover.instance.s2fbool chum now we need to do the same for yeah, not just the background but the icon SR, and that should dissolve, and we want kind of the same again, but it's not fade SR, it's fade TM, and that will be reward TM. That should be pretty much all we need to do there, but we also want to just grow it slightly as well. So in fact, let me go Control V equals mover.instance. Point to size, base trans, new vector 3. Let's just say we want to make it slightly bigger than, in fact, we want to make it slightly bigger, so I can just do vector 3.1 times by, I'm going to have 1.25f. Let's see how that looks. So it's going to just grow a little bit bigger. The time to take is, oh, actually, we can have it grow to the same size, but it just bounces as it goes. I think that probably looks better. So there, that's going to be 1.25, and decimal off. Oh no, hold on. Time to take is going to be dissolve time. Dissolve time. The size amplification is going to be 1.25f, and decimal off first bounce is going to be, I'll actually go 0.25. Let's give that a shot. So it's going to spend quarter of the time growing to a slightly bigger size, and then it's just going to go down while it's fading away. I've got two equal signs. So we can now actually test to see if this works. We want to see, what we're hoping to see is just the rewards dissolve as we click on them. So yeah, this is the rewards. Yeah, okay, we got them. Right, now, how's this going to look? That's not bad. I like it. That's actually not bad at all. Okay, right. So now that we've done that, we actually need them to do things. It's not as difficult as it sounds. So, like, we've just got to kind of work it out one by one. So, right. So what we probably should do is, upon when we actually create this, what we kind of want to do is, so this is the rewards. When we set up the rewards, we also want another extra argument to be literally this. Okay, so this will give us some error messages elsewhere, but when we're actually setting up rewards, we're going to have a monster reward master, that, and then we just have monster reward master, that's fine. And then somewhere here, we can even keep it private. We're going to have monster reward master script. I'll call it reward master. So now, when we're setting all this up, we're just going to have underscore reward master equals monster reward master. Okay, so now the little individual thing has got access to the master. So now we've got to kind of work out. We're going to have a public void activate individual reward, and our input is going to be the DM reward potentials, which we'll call reward potentials, and we also want an int which is going to be reward int. Okay, so what we can do now is once we've faded it away, we're going to have underscore reward master dot activate individual reward, and then we just want to put in the arguments which I've made over here, isn't it? It's so reward and reward int. Reward and reward int. Okay. And then we want to destroy this game object. Okay, so what will happen is we're going to click on the thing, it's going to dissolve away, and then we're going to activate the reward. So what will the rewards actually do is the big question. So we're going to have to go switch. In fact, I kind of want to change this to what we had before, reward, and that to be reward int. So switch reward case DM reward potentials dot gain money, and then I think game info script dot instance dot add coins. That should be reward int. Should just be fine like that. That one will be add rumble tokens. Add rumble tokens. Okay. All right. This is looking easier than I thought. And then default. I want to have a default. Default, it's just going to be add coins, and it's just going to be 1. So we should never get to this bit, but I'd like to have this just here, just in case. And then we're going to have a add card, and then this is the more complicated bit, but we'll work on these two first. Right, so okay, so first of all, let's see if these two do the thing that we want them to do. If not, I think I still have good ways and means of actually getting it fixed. So let's give this a shot, because like I say, it's utilising work that we had from ages ago and seeing if we can sort of fit it in. So that's looking good. Right, yep, that's the reward. Okay. Ah, so that's almost right. That's kind of what we were after. But we want those coins to be part of the camera. So over here, there is actually, it does go there. But so we have actually done, believe it or not, we've done most of the work. That should do nothing, which is what we wanted. Okay, right. So how are we going to fix this? We need to go into our game info script and let's go Control MO. We're just looking to find the bit where we're adding coins. Alright, this is the routine. So what's happening here? So old coins equals that, coins plus equals that, new coins equals that. Gold UI script, instantiate, we're instantiating this, then we're summoning this to then be like that, that's okay. So this gold coin, this is the main integer that we're actually looking at. So what we need to do, let's go to this definition. And what we basically, because as it is, it's I never considered the concept of the camera zooming in and out. So like when I was originally making this script. So let's have a look at what's going on here. So I have a feeling we need to have something like this, except for we need to attach it to. So we're actually going to be a little bit. It's going to look a little weird, but we're going to have. I'm going to just go Control C. I'm going to copy this, and we're going to paste it. All right, but we're going to change it to summon for map. Summon for map, and that will be summon for map. Okay, so when we're actually looking to summon for a map, we're going to do almost all the same things, but we're going to change a few little. We're going to make a few little tweaks. So, we actually want straight off the bat. We want not Unity UI master script dot instance dot attach attach item from corner. So do we have a base trans? Yeah, we've got gold coin trans, that's fine. Gold coin trans. Oh yes. Might have to, yeah, I might have to do a bit of tweaking here. So gold coin trans equals. I think it's going to be. Let's give this one a shot. If I just have to 2.0, so we're still playing that. That's fine. We should have dot local position. And then here we're just going to move to point local bouncy 1. That might be a bit too far. Yeah, I'll have to work this out. Yeah, it's going to be a little tricky, but let's do this bit by bit, really. So where do we actually want to do it? It's going to be minus, say, -2 and 2. So, no, 2 minus 2. So new vector 2, 2.0f, comma, minus 2.0f. Okay. This is going to be where we're setting up the animation. And actually, yeah, I'm kind of like hinging it on old code, which probably might not work, but I think it should be fine. So this is attaching it to place. Going to move to point bouncy, that's the trans. This is the so this will be trans.local position plus new vector 3, yep. Yeah, this looks a little bit ugly, but I want to kind of see if this works, and then if it looks okay, I'm just going to stick with it. Bounce height, let's go 0.5. Okay, and then that's waiting for it to move. And then here, just and then we'll move it back into the corner, so that'll be 0. Okay, right, so we just need to actually put this in place. So now we've made a particular thing for when we're actually creating the coins so that it's attached to the map. I've changed a few little things but kept a lot of it the same. It won't look quite as good, but I'm okay with that. So that's activating the rewards. We kind of want to have a new argument true. Let's go to definition. Here we're going to have a boolean attach to camera equals false, and then here we're going to have attached to camera, comma, bool attach to camera equals false. Okay, so we're always still instantiating it, that's no problem, and we're just going to have switch attached to camera case false, then we'll do that. Case true, we're going to have summon for map. So I think we give that a shot. I'm sure we'll probably run across problems, but let's see what this looks like so far. So this might be slightly misaligned, but if that is, we can easily fix it. So game gold, what are we hoping to see? We're hoping to see some coins come up, like just kind of move into the corner, like bounce in. That is not bad, that's not bad. And then how does it go away? It goes away there. Okay, that's not bad, that is not bad. I think we must have, I just must have missed a couple of, I've just got a variable wrong. Let me have another look as to where exactly it attaches itself. So I press this. And that is... So that's just attached there. -3. Got to work out why it's created it there. Yeah, right. So it's attached it to the right place. So if we just got rid of that, I'm just going to Control X because we might still need that. I'm just going to see what happens because I have a feeling it's when it's dealing with local stuff it just gets a little bit more confusing. But let's see how this goes. Okay, I must just have another extra bit of movement that we missed. Oh, I see. I meant to have that as local. Okay, that should be fine now. So let's give this another try and then see. I think this should work. It should almost work, although I haven't made this one local yet. So move to point. Local, yeah. So it's a different, yeah. So it's not actually dealing with local. That's this. Hopefully, will look brilliant now. Right. Okay. Come on. Right. And then if this works, we can kind of do something very similar with the rumble tokens. So that's good. Yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Probably doesn't need to be quite as intrusive, but that's still, yeah, because it can probably just go more in the corner. But that's okay. So now we're going to do the same with rumble tokens. It's like they are there somewhere. But yeah, we're going to do the same thing for rumble tokens. So add rumble tokens. It feels like we've got similar. Yeah, we can do similar code here. So I'm going to have comma bool attach to camera equals false, and then Control C, Control V, attach to camera. Okay, so this is where we're instantiating it normally. This is when we summon. And it's interesting actually because it feels like, so the counter script, I haven't actually added the rumble tokens yet. Let's go. Oh yeah, okay. Summon, let's go to this definition. So here we can actually be a little bit cheeky. We can have a boolean attach to camera. Attach to camera, bool, attach to camera. And yeah, because at the moment we're not actually dealing with the Rumple token trans, the transform, at any point. So we can actually just be a bit sneaky here. We can just go right at the beginning. We want to we're going to copy this but change some of the numbers. Control V. This will be Rumple token trans. I think we want it to be, let's try -1.0f and -1.0f. Okay. I think that's actually all we need to do. I think this is fine. Oh yeah. So if attached to camera, do all of this. And because we're not actually worrying about moving it around, this is a lot less effort. Right, so this should be good. Right. Yeah. Okay. Right, so we're going to give that a try. We actually need to make sure that we are actually calling upon that. So we're not quite ready to give this a try. So summon. So the argument is going to be attached to camera. And in many respects, we're probably only ever going to have to call this one. So that should just be fine. I've kept this here, but I think we're always going to attach it to the camera. So, right. Yeah. Yeah, I've done a completely different script. I should have just done something very similar to this, but we've done it a different way, which is still absolutely fine. We'll stick with it. So now we just need to make sure that find all references. There should only be 2, yeah. Rewarding. We're just going to make this, comma, true. Okay, and this one might actually be the easiest. After having struggled with this, I think this one might actually be easier. Oh, we got some problems. Don't worry, I love error messages. Oh, right. I guess we're going to just have that as false. We might come into more problems. That's probably why. When summoning the Rumple tokens, it occurs to me that on the title screen you've got to see the number of Rumple tokens you've got. So, right, okay. So coins, bam. I want to make that look a little bit better actually. And Rumple tokens, much better. Okay, so the coins, we can kind of make it like what I'm thinking now, even though I'm probably gonna regret this. I think the way the coins, they shouldn't need to move in at any point. But I'm just gonna sort of like make it just look a little bit nicer. So at the moment we've got 1.9. We could actually just have 0.9 minus 0.9. And that will be minus. Yeah. I'm not super happy with this, but let's have another look. Let's just see what that looks like. Play. Right, yes, cool. Oh, I'm so glad I'm doing a late night stream. So we're getting through this well. Bam. Yeah. Okay, and then this is what we're going to work on next. So what we kind of want to happen is we want to kind of create a card thing. And I've got to remember how to do that. So actually the way that we can find out, the best method, is if I literally just pause now, go onto one of these tiles here. Because this is what activates them. So if we go into here, is that the right one? Destiny tile script. Yeah, edit script. Fantastic. So when we're adding a card, we're creating this. So we can almost just go... Control C. We're going to copy that and see if that's all we need. Just script. I'm losing my train of thought here. So over here, we go Control V, and this will be reward, and this will be null. And on reflection, this activate reward, we could make this a routine. So if I just go Control C, Control V, and then this we can make a coroutine. So this will be routine, and here we're going to have private I enumerator, and then we just go start coroutine open brackets activate integer reward routine. Oh, that looks good. Right, fantastic. That's Betty. And now what we can also do is we're going to have a public bool individual reward busy, and right at the top here we're going to have individual reward busy equals true, and then over here we're going to have that equals false. And now we're still going to run into a few little problems, but we want to see how well this works at the moment. So let's first of all give this a try, and it's much easier to just kind of like go in and like create the problem so we can then fix it. So this one, nice. My tummy, right. That's okay actually, that's all right. This is kind of getting in the way. But like if I were to say skip, and then yeah, and what we can be doing each time is we can be checking to see if there's any rewards, and we want another button here just saying like skip. So yeah, okay, right. So we are actually very, very close to getting everything done. So all we really need to do is have, like, I think I kind of want it to skip. If it finds that there's no more rewards left, then it, like, it will just skip automatically. But if for whatever reason you didn't want to add a card, no, maybe, yeah, I don't know if we want a skip button yet. But we do want to be continuously checking we want to be continuously checking to see if there's any more rewards left, because as soon as it's not, then we want to just close it up. So where do we go next? So, oh, we actually had a problem there. Oh, we haven't created the deck checker, which is completely acceptable. That's no problem. So I see the problem, but it should be very fixable. So upon summoning, in theory, we just need So I think it's this bit here. We actually want to, because at the moment we have, we've had the ability to create the deck, but we haven't actually, we're checking the rewards first. So hopefully this will mean there will be no error message. So let's just, or we'll get a different error message. We'll be one further on. Yeah. Okay. So. That's fine. We can make all of this just one layer further in front. Yeah, just got to work out exactly, like, do I just want to make this one layer in front, which shouldn't be too difficult. Or do I move this out the way so that nothing gets in? We've just got decisions, haven't we? And let me just have a quick check of something. So I'm just having a quick look at something. So this Destiny text box. I'm just experimenting with something. Okay. Yeah. Right. So yeah. So right, what makes the most sense to me? Do we want it? I think we just work on making it in front of everything, and then yeah, I don't think that should be too hard. Anyway, I need to create it again so I can get into the so I can get it like into it. But do I? Yeah, sorry. You know when I'm just kind of coming up with one of those kind of weird situations where I just don't know what makes sense. Anyway, let's see if we get any error messages if we do add a card. So it looks like that's fine, and then this is in front over there. Because it's always just a bit confusing. We don't want to have too many like complicated layers. But yeah, so anyway. Right, we didn't create the error message, so that's good. I just like seeing that over and over. So add card to your deck. Let's pause. This is what we're after. It's this Destiny text box. Let's edit this script. And then work out summon from rewards. Reward. And I've got to work out the point in which we're actually setting the sorting layer. So yeah, because the difficult part is where there's quite a lot of sorting layers to set. So I've got to kind of work out what makes the most sense. So add card. So yeah, I'm just trying to work out when we're setting everything, is it going to be in front of everything? Yeah, this is going to be definitely a sort of design choice. What makes the most sense? Because if we were, let's just sort of like spitball a few ideas. This is the whole Destiny reward thing. If I was to literally just move that all the way up top. Oh, now my monitor has suddenly just given me a bit of grief. We're back in though. Right. Yeah, maybe I could do that, and then so it temporarily moves itself up and then just creates it. Yeah, I think that's fine. So yeah, that way it will save a lot of problems for later. Sorry, anyway, I've been mumbling for a little while. It's more just coming up with the correct idea. So if we go into not map test script, this one, this is it. So what we kind of want to do is have with our base trans, so we want to move base trans Okay, so int chum equals mover.instance dot move to point local, base trans, and we're going to just record our vector3 current local vec equals base trans dot local vec local position. So we've got a hold of that, and then we're actually looking to go current local vec plus new vector 3. Let's just try, say, 10.0f, comma 10.0f, comma over 0.5 seconds. That shouldn't take too long. And then we're just going to have while. I knew this one was going to be more complicated, but a different type of complicated. Instance dot s2f bool chum yield return null, and then after we've done all of this, we're just going to have Control C, Control V, just move back to the current local vec, and then wait for that. Right. It again, it does look a little bit like I'm just slapping some masking tape over the problem, but I think this kind of deals with it. So let's just see what that looks like. So let's see if it looks kind of reasonable. Oh, Midnight Haze! Oh, wicked! How are you doing? We're starting to now. We've got the monster rewards. We're adapting it to our actual main game. So I'm just experimenting when you want to add a card. So first of all, I want to click something like this, and then we kind of want to make it so it sort of moves all the way up. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, that's good. I think like kind of I'm just amazed. Have you made a start on your game yet? Right. Yeah, that's okay. Hold on, that's good. So let's just say I wanted cheat conscript. Then it goes yes. Okay, that's fine. And then we add the coins. Okay, right. And then we're checking to see if all of these are empty. If it is, we're going to close it up, move it away, and then carry on. Yeah. We don't talk about that. No, that's fair enough. Yeah, I know. I think that's it's like kind of when I was seeing, it's like kind of you've got like so many projects. It's like to me, I've got like sort of most of my sort of free time is just spent on this game, or indeed just playing random computer games. But yeah, like it's just you got. I think that's the thing. You got to make sure you haven't got too many things. It's like whenever I'm working on a game, I've normally got all of my focus on this game, and yeah, because it's quite hard to sort of I find it hard to actually have multiple different sort of projects open at the same time. What we'll do while we're here, we're just going to get rid of some of these debugs that made a lot of sense back in the day, but we probably don't need anymore. And in fact, I'm going to have a bit of fun at some point going through all the debug logs and getting rid of all of them. So when you say figures, do you mean? Oh yeah, I must have cleared that. Because as it is, the only sort of because I generally only make 2D games. Oh yeah, no, that's fair play. Yeah, as it is, because I only ever really make 2D games, I can kind of make all the things that I need on like AssetBright. So I can actually show you. Hold on, where is it? So actually, where are we? Card sprites. So card art chart. So these are the actual, like, when you're actually making a game, these are the different cards that you can have. So these are, yeah, this sort of card art. So I can just about kind of draw, but not not like particularly well. It's just oh right, oh cool, oh wicked. Oh nice. Are these these like properly 3D or are they 2D? Because that's a proper, like, yeah, as I say, I think I did try using Blender once, and then after about like I think it was after about half an hour. Oh, sorry, no, sorry. I can just hold the line 1 sec. I've got the link. I do apologise. Don't worry. 1 sec. I just got to. I've got the regulars. I can just add you. Right. Sorry. 1 sec. I'm not very good at doing this quickly. Midnight_Haze. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Give it another shot. No. You have to literally like kind of. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's have a look. Oh wow. Oh quality. Sorry. Hold on. Oh, nice. That's really cool, actually. So, are they stationary models at the moment, or are they going to become? Are you looking to animate them eventually? Because, like, but that's really cool, actually. I like it. Obviously, I think the central one looks the best. That's like really nice. Oh, I like it. Oh wow, that's. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's really cool. Yeah, that's really good. I think like it's one thing which I mentioned yesterday that I would sort of recommend is whenever you're working on any sort of project or game or anything, you want to make sure you want to have a bunch of ideas, but you've sometimes got to be a bit strict. You've just got to be like, bam, cutting that off, just not bothering. Because I had quite a few ideas for this that I wanted to do, but I was thinking that's just going to be too much effort. You know, I just thought, you know, it's like in a nice way. I'm just going to sort of cut it off and just, yeah. But that's really cool actually. And was that Blender? Was it Blender that you made it in? Yeah, Blender's like I think so. We did, me and my friend. This is like going back 5, 6, maybe 7 years. He was really good at making 3D models, and I was good at coding. But literally, there was no. I had no idea how to make 3D models, and he had no idea how to code. So it was literally just those two. Like, it's like, I need you to create something like this, and then he would just make it, you know. And I was like, yeah, cool. But yeah, so I could, yeah, I've never have the. I don't think I've got the actual correct brain to actually draw like in 3D. Right, so where were we? I definitely had a plan. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Here we go. So we were going to. Oh yeah, that was it. It was just a little thing. We need to make sure that in monster token. This is it. So I made it +10. That actually just needs to be +0. I think that's actually all we need to do. So let's have another quick look at that, see how that sort of pans out. And is Blender like, because I did even, believe it or not, I did try to make a game on Blender, but that is, you know, that's really difficult. It's not really designed. It has got a game development model on it, but it's not really designed for that. So add a card to your deck. Right, I want to add, say, Grave Carvor, and then it comes back, and that's good. Okay, and then we add that, gain that, and then once all of those are empty, we're then going to get rid of that. Okay, so where are we going next? The reason I'm making it as complicated as this is because I want to make sure that we're not saving there isn't the glitch that you can keep coming back and getting the same reward and adding more and more coins. So that's where we're kind of where we're at the moment. I keep thinking, actually, it's like in my head I was thinking, it's like it's getting close to midnight here, whereas you've got like the entire sort of evening. You can be like, yes, right. Yeah, right. So anyway, sorry, I'm just mumbling. Let's have a look. So we're waiting here. So what we want to do is I'm just going to close all but this, so I've got a bit more space. So we need to work out how to we want to kind of remove the MRC as we do it. So when this happens, at this point here, we're going to have MRC dot monster rewards dot remove. Oh yeah. So because we want to make sure that we remove our reward, I suppose. Yeah, I think that should be okay. But we've also got to remove the other thing. Anyway, yeah. Just got to work out how we can do that. Right. MRC dot monster reward int dot remove. Oh, actually, this is quite clever. We can just do this. I think this kind of works. So I think that should be fine. And then internal busy that. Okay. So we now need an unsummon ability. So if MRC dot rewards dot count is less than or equal to 0, then I'm just going to have a debug log, and we're going to have it saying summon with some exclamation marks. So now, after we have taken all the 3 rewards, we're going to get a debug log saying unsummon. Right, this hopefully should work. Right. Okay, so it won't actually unsummon it, but it will say unsummon at the bottom. So there's the coins, there's this. This is the card that we might, let's go being realist. Unsummon, yes, okay, so it now knows to unsummon at this point. So to unsummon, we're not going to do anything too outrageous. We're just going to move this brown thing back up, and then it's going to go at the top of the screen, destroy itself, and then we're kind of fine. Right, fantastic. That should be pretty easy. So, and what I also want to do as well is when we're actually summoning, when we're creating the Y scale, we're actually going to have that times by 3. So what the purpose of this is when the actual bar comes down, it's just a bit faster, because I know that my game is suffering from a little bit of just waiting for one thing to happen. So that's much faster. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Right, so the unsummon. Right, let's go create our unsummon routine. And then once we've kind of done that, we're actually very close to having our game sort of suddenly somewhat functional again, but we're not quite there. So anyway, public void unsummon. I think I should have it lowercase, I don't know yet. And then private enumerator unsummon routine. Start coroutine. Summon routine. Busy equals true. So actually, yeah, I was going to say, if you're still about, there's I quite often use these things called IEnumerator, and this is like a function where you can do something over like a period of time, like over say 3 seconds, where you'll have like float time equals 0, and then while time is less than say 5.0f, we're going to have time. I'm actually making this a lot more complicated than it looks. Dot time dot delta time. And it took me a while to work out what this meant, but essentially what's happening is we're essentially just waiting for this time. It's continuously adding time delta, which is like the amount of time between each frame. So it's essentially waiting for 5 seconds, and then you can do something else. And most people absolutely hate IEnumerators, but I just absolutely love it. Or IEnumerators, or indeed coroutines, they mean the same thing. But that's, yeah, so it's really, really useful. Anyway, so where are we up to? We need to unsummon. So I'll do a bunch of green stuff. So make the brown border close. Move the whole thing up above the camera. Destroy self. So that shouldn't be too hard. So we can actually use we can use quite a lot of. Am I looking at the right stuff? Yeah, this bit here. We're going to kind of just copy all of this, but change a few things. So this will be making the. So this is how we make it big, but we want to make it small. So the original scale, target scale is actually going to be as simple as 0.5f. Difference equals actually, I wonder if this might even just work. Let's assume it does. Okay, now to move this back up, we kind of want to just do that, which will hopefully move it up from what I did earlier. I didn't press Control C. I meant to do that. Sorry. Yeah, Control C. Let's go get the right stuff. So Control C, Control V. Oh, well, I've got that in slightly the wrong place. So that's going to move the brown bit up. This is going to move the whole thing up. Then we also want to have rewards open equals false, and we'll still have busy equals false, but then we're going to have destroy game object. Okay. So I think that's okay, and we also want one last thing, is we want to have game info script dot instance dot rewards for monsters available equals false. Okay, right, so this is going to be, let's see if this works. Let's give it a try. So we're gathering our rewards. That looks good. That looks good. We want the heart of the cards, and then oh yes, of course, we've just got a debug saying unsummon, but we haven't actually unsummoned yet. Sorry. Get rid of that. I've just said unsummon, but not actually done it. So we want to have at this point now, instead of having a debug, I'll still leave the debug in there. Unsummon And the reason I actually had this whole boolean is because we want to make sure that this is not busy, and our underscore reward master dot individual busy, and that's not busy either. Just so you can't click on too many things at once, or otherwise it'll get a bit confusing. Right, so this is good. Right. So, is this going to work first time? Right, come on, come on, come on. Okay. So now this is. So let's go get an angry chuck. That moves back down. Yes. Okay, nice. All right. So that's actually really good. And one thing that I want to have a quick look at as well while we're here is master. Yes, and this one is empty. This is the important part because we can actually save the game. So what we're working on now, this is going to be like part of the grind. It shouldn't be too hard, but we want to make sure that when we are saving and loading the game, we can't save entire classes, but we can save all the variables that we need. So we want to make sure in the very weird situation where you, for whatever reason, you pick up coins from the reward, and then you exit the game and then get back in, the coins will have gone and the rewards will be less. Okay, so we're getting there. So now let's go on to save load script. And we're going to add some more variables. Yeah, saving game and loading game, that is a mission in and of itself. So this is going to be public bool. We actually kind of want to copy it from the game info script. So let's go open this one up and edit script, and we want to edit this as well. Go to definition, let's add this one on board. So first of all, we need this one, Control C. Save load script, Control V, and then we just want to get we're essentially trying to get all the data from this, but we can't use lists, so we've got to use arrays. So I'll put just MRC in front of all of these. So I'll put these here, but then we can't use lists because you can't save lists for whatever reason. So we're going to turn them into arrays. MRC. We're just going to have a monster reward. And we're going to check to see if this is available and if this is yeah, okay. So now we just need to find all the references to this and just put stuff underneath it. So find all references over here. Okay, so data dot monster rewards available equals GIS dot monster rewards available. and then if GIS dot monster reward available, then we're going to actually get all the, we're going to save all the data. So data dot, oh yeah, this is still going to be a bit confusing. That, this is going to be easy, equals GIS dot monster reward class dot monster name. So this is where it does get confusing because we're trying to save yeah, we're trying to save like all of the, we're trying to save all this data from a class but in just flat variables, so it gets a little bit confusing, but it shouldn't be too bad. So data dot mrc monster rewards equals new DM reward potentials, and we want to have it the size of the GIS dot underscore monster reward class dot dot monster rewards dot count, and then this is going to be like a little bit technical, but once it's kind of working we can then experiment to see if it actually does do the thing that we want it. Equals new int, and that is going to be underscore monster okay, right. So now we've got all of that. I don't think we need any more. I'll keep this still handy, but now we can just go, we can just fill this in properly. So for int I equals 0, I less than data dot mrc monster rewards dot length I plus plus. So we're actually, this is the argument between having arrays versus lists. Now I only recently found out how useful lists are. So lists are where you can have a bunch of like strings or integers, and you can add and remove them as and when you like. But you can't save the list, so we've got to kind of turn it back into an array, which looks a bit ugly, but we kind of get there. So data.mrc rewards I equals gis dot underscore monster reward class dot monster rewards, and then it's good, and then we're going to do another separate for loop. In fact, let's go make it just a little bit, just I sometimes like to put everything on one line, so I kind of, it makes me feel slightly better about myself. So now we're going to have mrc monster reward ints ints. What's that? Monster reward ints. Okay, so when we are saving the game, we're checking to see if there's monster rewards available. If there is, then we're essentially writing down all the information and keeping it saved. So that's the saving segment sorted. We just need to sort the load and the reset, but the reset should be nice and easy, and the loading is probably going to be really complicated, but that's okay. We can use something similar to this. So in fact, I will Control C, actually Control X. We'll put that. If mid campaign, think we should actually have that, because we will only ever need to save that if we are mid-campaign. So here we can do that. That should be fine. I just want to check that it's not all part of a massive for loop that I've missed. No, that's okay. So, and this is where we're resetting all the variables. That's fine. Okay. So now that we've done that, find all references. So 1, 2. Okay. So here is where we are loading. So we're essentially finding all the information. So if we are mid-campaign, just got to think a couple of things through. So actually, what I did before, I think I actually need to undo. Just as I'm thinking it out loud, I'm thinking of potential problems that will happen. There's a classic line in programming where it's like, if anything that you think can go wrong, then it definitely will go wrong. I think it makes more sense to keep this outside, but I kind of want to put it underneath though. So Control X. And I've already created a scenario in my head that this could go wrong unless I have this here. That's fine though. Right, okay. So close that and close that. And this is saying if the data exists. Okay. So now we're going to, this will be a bit more difficult. So here we just need to swap this around. That's GIS. Okay. So if data that is, so now we need to have GIS dot monster reward class equals new monster reward class. Okay, so why has it got data? It doesn't need data in there. Okay, so we've got the new monster reward class. Now we're going to say none of this works because we actually need to make a new list. And here we need to make a new list. Okay. All right. And then, oh yeah, that's just, what's the name? So I might need to just open this up a little bit. Like I say, I'm doing a sort of cheeky, sort of cheap method. So all we actually need to do is have, I just Control X, dot monster rewards dot add. I think that's all we need. And then so yeah, this is probably going to give us some grief at some point in the future, but I think this is looking okay. Okay, all right, and then we're going to do, oh yeah, I've still got something saying reset boy. Let's go to this definition. So upon reset, we're going to simply have GIS dot reward available, yeah, equals false. And GIS dot underscore monster reward class equals null. Okay, so all of this should be fine now. I'm still trying to sort of like envision problems in my head, but I think this is fine. I think we're all good. So this should reset. Okay, right. So what we're going to do now is go to the reward master. Okay, so yes, actually this should be quite easy to test as well. Unsummon routine. We're going to have save load script.instance.save game. Okay, so what is my plan? It's not super super exciting here, but what the plan is we're going to get the monster rewards, right? I'm then going to grab, say, the coins, right? And then I'm going to stop the game altogether, and then we're going to load it again, and see if this works. So we actually now don't need to do a quick reset. So I think if I did this, that didn't quite work. Let's see. So actually no, we do need to do a quick reset. Just got to work out the easiest way of doing this to sort of implement this. Okay, so that's still zooming in, but we just need a way of saving the game, because at the moment this is defaulting to being false. So if we were to have Blobo and we want add card, game money, let's just say 25 gold, and this integer doesn't really matter, but I'll keep it as 1. Okay, and then right, and then we're going to go, and that's fine, exit game. Okay, so I think all the data's saved. So now when we load, let me just have a quick look. So we've loaded. It still doesn't quite work. Let's see. I wonder why that didn't work. Did it save the data correctly? Have I made sure I saved everything here? It was a bit of a long shot for this to hope that this worked first time. So I think, let's just try again. Blobo plus game money 51. And then we don't want it to be on full screen. Focused and unpause, because we just want to check that if I can go into here and go. Oh yeah, that's another thing I need to sort out. But we're going to go to. Oh yes, of course. I need to sort out this whole menu as well. That's fine. If we go into here, press play. Turns into that. And I think the data has been saved now. So hopefully now this bit will have been saved, but let's find out. Because I think it saves upon changing scene. Oh no, it's just reset it again. Okay, that's fine. So the quick reset, upon quick reset, oh, that was why, because we didn't switch the quick reset back off. Okay, that's fine, everything's fine. We've just got to work out exactly when we're quick resetting, we just want to change it so that we add stuff. So edit script, I'm looking at the wrong thing, maybe I'm not. Quick reset, find all references. over here. So we do reset the game. So let's go to this definition. This is obviously good stuff, but we need to, in fact, we can still keep it there. We're just going to Control C, Control V. This one is going to be true. That equals new monster reward class, and GIS dot underscore monster reward class dot monster name equals Blobbo underscore monster rewards equals new potentials. This will be worth it in the long run, because then I'll be able to fix it. Will be something which has been on my mind for so long, and if this does actually work, I'm just going to be so happy. Dot underscore monster reward class dot monster rewards dot add open brackets DM raw potentials dot gain money. Rumple tokens and add card, and then underscore monster reward class dot monster reward ints new int. So all of this is going to be a good test, because my general plan is I'm looking to grab something, stop the game, then load it and see if it has got rid of the things. The payoff will be huge. GIS dot underscore monster reward class dot add dot monster reward int dot add so 50, 10 and 1. Okay, right, this time. Okay, right, we've got the monster reward. Okay, right, now this is the ultimate test. I'm going to collect this 50 coins, okay? So, let's go to the bottom. Close this, click on here, the game info script. Gold coins is now 50, okay, so, and these are the 2 rewards left. Now, hopefully the game has been saved, so now if I load, it will have removed the 2, and only, okay, they still, right, it didn't, for some reason it didn't save the game. But that's okay. I mean, that's still actually kind of fine, but I would want it to save the game, and I'm not sure why it hasn't. But that's we're definitely making progress though. So I've just got to work out. I must have just not got the save point at the correct place. So that definitely does save. That has removed it. So we've just got to work out if it's at what point it's being removed and if it is actually saving correctly. I do apologise, this has been a little bit arduous, but it's going to be worth it. It will be worth it. So now if I go collect gold, we're just looking over, I was about to point at the screen, so we kind of want these ones to be removed when we click it, and it has. And it should, in theory, have saved the game. Let me just have a quick look. Oh, have I got it on quick reset? I think I've got it on quick reset, so that's fine. Okay, that's the problem that I've always run into. So that has removed it. It's all good. All right, now we don't want quick reset. We want to play. Yes! Brilliant. Okay, alright. Even though that looks so boring, trust me, that is a massive, massive win. That is one of these sort of proper bugbears that have been hassling me for a long, long time. So we want to say add that. And then that goes over, and then we're back into the game. Okay. Right. So, we also at some point need to get this menu to be fixed, which we'll sort out. Because at the moment I'm just working under the assumption everything's in one screen, but because this camera can move around, it just means I've got to deal with the menu, but that shouldn't be too tough. In fact, I think I've got a really easy system to getting this. So we've got, what I'm going to do, I want to do two more things in this stream. We want to attach this menu so that we can actually use it. We can use it for the test map, and then I want to make it so that when you defeat an enemy, it then adds the reward and actually sort of translates it into the map. So first of all, let's do the easy bit. This one shouldn't take too long. Escape menu. Let's edit this script. Right. I know I've got a can of Coca-Cola, and I don't know if I need the caffeine to keep me going. So right. So now that we've done that, we want to have. This is talking about the main game. This is the Destiny map, and everything else is there. Okay. So we actually want to have a new one. Control C. Else, if the scene name is equal to, is it? I think I just called it test map. What have we actually called our scene? It is, yeah, just test map. That's fine. So if we're in the test map, we want to instantiate it. And I've got to work out actually. So I'm giving it this. I think we can just. We don't need to. We can just instantiate it there, and then. Let me have a look. What does this mean? Button trans. So we kind of want to have the not UI master script dot instance dot attach from the center. We want escape menu button script dot. Have we got a? Let's go into this function and try and find out. Go to definition. Let's go into this and then find out if we've got a base trans button trans. Ah. Okay, I guess it's just button trans. I just don't know why I've called it button trans because this is the entire menu. It's not just the. Oh no. Okay, I think I see. I think I've fallen into a slight error here. Okay, forget all of this. We can just copy this because this is literally only controlling the button trans. So we aren't actually controlling the thing yet. That's fine. Okay. All right. I made a mistake, but we can recover. So fade to color, that's fine. So I think we just have a little if scene name I guess we can just keep this all the way at the top. Okay. master dot instance dot attach to center. We have got just a base trans, haven't we? Yeah, that's it, base trans. Vector 2.0. I think that's all we need to do. Okay, right. So let's see if this fixes it. So that's me having taken the rewards, that's fine. Escape. That's not quite what we were after, but that looks, well, that's close. That is actually surprisingly close. So there we can just have 10 nor F. That should be okay for everything, but we'll see if this works. And hopefully, even if I was to press now, no, not quite. Let's see what I'm doing wrong. So I was doing a bit of a risk trying to do it whilst it's in transition, but if I was to press escape now, still not quite done what I wanted it to do. Oh, I know, I'm such an idiot. Forget that, we don't need that. That's just controlling one of the buttons. So we've just got to work out how we're actually... So there is a certain point. Let's just find out all the times that we're using this base trans, find all references. Oh, so it's there. Right, I kind of wanted to keep this up though. So I think just all these times here, we just need to have vector 0, new vector 3, 0.0f, comma, 0.0f, comma, 10.0f. That might just fix it once and for all. Let's give it a shot. Because we want to make sure that it's in front of the screen. And all I did there was just make sure one of the buttons was in front, not the whole thing. So escape. It's close. Oh, but it hasn't actually destroyed this menu. Has that always been a problem? So we're continuously stockpiling these menus. Okay, no problem. I thought this was going to be the quick, easy one. Never mind. Resume game. So we've just got to work out, whenever I'm pressing escape, what is it that's actually causing it? Is it on, is it in the master scene? So update, no, but if I go, find all references. So escape. So it's in the escape menu. Okay. So let's have a look. Oh right. Oh, wicked. Yeah. At the moment we're just essentially trying to get the escape menu to work, because I've realised that, you know, when you press escape you want to sort of get the menu up. When you press escape again, the menu moves off the screen, but it still remains there. It doesn't actually destroy itself. So in my current version of the game, if you were to press escape and then escape again to get rid of it, you would be stockpiling loads of escape menus at the top, which is kind of what I'm working on fixing at the moment. Create escape. Let's go to this definition. Unsummon. Summon. Let's go to definition. Oh, I might have just spelt it wrong. Resume game. Because in theory, when it says resume game, it should destroy the game object. So what we'll do, we'll just have a cheeky little debug.log choice string. So I just want to check that it still says resume game, and then we'll get there. Oh no, special. No, it's lurking is. I mean, I am guilty of lurking a lot. I quite often, if ever I've done a long day, like boring work, I normally just, that is like Twitch is my kind of Netflix, where I'll just kind of like sort of slightly just watch someone, either game dev or Hearthstone are my two things that I like watching, and other stuff, but yeah. So, right, let's see if we can create the problem. So let's clear all this. Right, we're back in. I'm going to press escape. It does say resume game, but it hasn't destroyed this. I wonder why. So the choice string is definitely there. Why has it not destroyed the game? Let's just see if I have. We'll have some more debugs. Oh wow! I don't. See now. I'm not quite ahead of the curve. Is V8? Is that like an energy drink? Let's just call this just hey. We want to see if we get to this point. So it should say resume game and hey, and then we'll see if we get to this bit here. So it definitely has destroyed itself. Maybe I'm just destroying the wrong thing. Oh, what have I done? Hold on. Oh, that should work. Destroy game object. So, okay, now let's go as far as here. Put hey there. So we'll know, and then we'll put, yeah, it doesn't really matter, we'll put, hey. So we should ideally be getting one hey and then it destroys itself, but we'll see if we see the hey ho then, and see if it does actually get to this bit, because we have set that up. I'm gonna look like a complete idiot when I finally actually worked out what the problem is. Alright. So that's fine. That's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life. Huh. Okay, right. Now this is one of those times where I might have to just think on this, because I have, for the life of me, cannot work out why this is the case. If ever we've got destroy game object, that should just literally destroy the game object, and so there's no need for, it could never reach here. That's really bizarre. Okay, so at this point here, so this is the menu that we've got. Oh, don't worry, these problems are fun. They're definitely fun problems to have. I just cannot work out. Cannot work out what? Why this is the case. This is really bizarre. Right, I think I think I'm probably going to call it here, because this is something which I'm going to work on in my sort of free time, because by all intents and purposes this should have been destroyed, and I've got to work out exactly why that is. So because I'm actually getting a little bit tired, it's like half midnight where I am at the moment, that I think I will just call it here. But this has been actually really good. We have got a lot of work done. What I'm going to do, probably off stream, I'm going to sort out this anomaly, because that's the thing, I love fun problems like this. But it's just what I've seemed to have created somehow the ability to destroy a game object, but it's not really destroyed because this should destroy everything. This should destroy the game object that it's attached to. So I don't know what I have destroyed here. But I'll do some more fun and games, and then like next episode we're going to come up with the conclusion as to why that is. But yeah, I don't think I've got the stamina or energy quite now to actually put this together. Anyway, thank you very much for sticking around. I'm going to head off, and I will see you guys. See you guys later. Thanks so much. All right, bye.